few hours ago, Governor Newsom gave his first update following a coronavirus shakeup. We also got the latest numbers. More than 7,700 new cases in the past 24 hours and 66 deaths. Hospitalization rates down 19%, while ICU rates were down 13%. KPIX 5's Andria Borba on what the governor had to say about the sudden exit of his top health official. Andria?
Well, it's not something you want to see in the middle of a global pandemic, the top public health officials stepping down, but this all has to do with a data problem from last week.
Coronavirus. But we want
in a stunning late Sunday night news drop, California's public health officer, Dr. Sonia Angel, abruptly resigned her post in the middle of the global coronavirus pandemic. She said in the letter, "It is with deep appreciation and respect for all of this work that I share with you my own plans to depart from my position effective today." The source of the resignation can be traced back a week to a news conference Governor Newsom gave about cases and positivity rates trending down. The problem, the numbers from last Monday didn't include a backlog of more than 250,000 tests in the CalReady system.
We learned about it after the presentation, and I think over a period of time we've spent time, Phil, you, myself, but members of the public, that we would not have put out those data points had we known that, and so by definition we were unaware. I was unaware and was made aware later that evening.
Dr. Mark Galley says the backlog is now clear, meaning today's coronavirus data should be more accurate, leading to more clarity in decision making for the state and counties.
We were able to process all of these cases over the weekend, as well as do all of the normal weekend work to ensure that we ended the weekend with really very few records in our CalReady system.
Replacing Dr. Angel is former Alameda County Public Health Officer Erica Pan. Governor Newsom declined to discuss the conditions of Angel's resignation and whether or not he called for it.
We're all accountable in our respective roles for what happens underneath us. I don't want to err any more than that, but if it's not obvious, then I encourage you to consider the fact that we accepted the resignation, we appreciated her work. We all have a role and responsibility as it relates to what happens.
So, Andrea, anybody who's dealt with the state knows technical glitches, not just a public health problem. Did he talk about that, other agencies?
Yes, he in fact talked about the technical backlog and the IT issues that plague most state agencies, specifically the unemployment department as well as the DMV. As we all well know, things can get backed up there. He's talking about decades of misinvestment and not pushing forward with these computer systems that have clearly are not up to date to the current 2020 standard to do the kind of processing we all expect that we can get on the internet pretty much instantaneously. The state computer systems not up to that level at this point, kind of across the board. He says he's looking to invest in that across the board, across all agencies, Alan.
Yeah, hardware and software are way out of date. All right, Andrea, thanks.